welcome to Super Stories. It's me, Annalise Ramirez, and today I'm going to be telling you a story called Sodom and Gomorrah Destroyed. In Genesis 19, if you are younger than most and can't handle stuff like violence, this story has some inappropriate stuff in it by telling the stuff on what the people did about sins. Anyways, let's continue the story and let's head right back into it. So flip your Bibles open to Genesis 19. I will start. The two angels arrived at Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gateway of the city. When he saw them, he got up to meet them, and bowed down with his face to the ground. "My lord," he said, "please turn aside to your servant's house. You can wash your feet and spend the night, and then go your way early in the morning." "No," they answered. "We will be spending the night in the square." But he insisted so strongly that they did go, and with him entered his house, prepared a meal for them, baking bread without yeast, and they ate. Before they had gone to bed, all the men from every part of the city of Sodom, both young and old, surrounded the house. They called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out onto us so that we can have sex with them." See, like I said, inappropriate comments, but let's continue. Lot went outside to meet them and shut the door behind them and said, "No, my friends, don't do this wicked thing. Look, I have 2 daughters who have never slept with a man. Let me bring them out to you, and you can do what you like to them, but don't do anything to these men. They have come under the protection of my roof." "Get out of our way," they replied. "This fellow came here as a foreigner, and now he wants to play to the judge. We'll treat you worse than them." They keep bringing pressure on Lot and moving forward to the break down the door. Alright, I want you to take a second to picture what's going on inside of your mind. Or I'm going to just say it to you. Lot, hang on. Two angels arrived at Sodom in the evening, in the gateway of the city. Lot bowed down to them, and he offered them a place to stay, and they said no. They wanted to be spending at the square, which was Lot's house. So Lot baked bread without yeast, gave it to them, they ate, and before they even got to bed, all the men from every part of the city of Sodom, both young and old, surrounded the house. And they asked Lot, "Where are the men that came with you tonight?" They wanted basically to have sex with them, and those men were angels. And then Lot, he was willing to sacrifice his own daughters for those angels. You know why? Because those were angels of God. And you would have to sacrifice anything and everything to go to heaven. Okay. Let's continue. I'm gonna move to 9. "Get out of our way," they replied. "The fellow came here as a foreigner, and now he wants to play the judges. We'll treat you worse than them." They kept bringing pressure on Lot and moving forward to breaking down the door. But the men inside reached out and pulled Lot back into the house and shut the door. Then they struck the men who were at the door of the house, young and old, with blindness, so they could not find the door. So now they're going to be blind forever. Bad decision. The two men said to Lot, "Do you have anyone else here, son-in-laws, son or daughters, or anyone else in the city who belongs to you? Get them out of here, because we are going to destroy this place. The outcry of the Lord against it, its people, is so great that it has sent us to destroy it." So basically, God is going to destroy the city with fire raining down from heaven. He's going to destroy it all. That place is too filled with sin, and it could grow just like we are now. COVID is beginning to grow. Imagine back in those days, picture it as sickness. The sin can grow more and more and more, and more people will be sinners. All of that had to be destroyed. So Lot went out and he spoke to his son-in-laws who were pledged to marry his daughters. He said, "Hurry up and get out of this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city." But his son-in-law thought he was joking. With the coming of dawn, the angels urged Lot, saying, "Hurry, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, or you'll be swept away when the city is punished." When he hesitated, the man grasped his hand and the hands of his wife and his 2 daughters and led them safely out of the city, for the Lord was merciful to them. As soon as they had brought them out, one of them said, "Flee for your lives. Don't look back. Don't stop anywhere in the plain. Flee to the mountains, you'll be swept away." But Lot said, "No, my lords, please. Your servant have found favor in your eyes, but you show me great kindness to me, sparing my life. But I can't flee to the mountain. Disaster will overtake me and I'll die. Look, there's a town near enough to run to. It's small, let me flee to it. It is very small, isn't it? Then my life will be spared." He said unto him, "Very well, I will grant you this request too. I will not overthrow the town you speak of, but flee out quickly, because I cannot do anything until you reach it." That is why the town is called Zor. By the time Lot reached Zor, the sun has risen from the land, and then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on the Sodom and Gomorrah. Those words have always been so hard to pronounce in my case. From the Lord out of the heavens, thus he overthrew those cities and an entire plain, destroying all those living in the cities and also the vegetation in the land. But Lot's wife looked bad, and she became a pillar of salt. She became a pillar of salt. They were instructed never to look back, and his wife turned around and looked back. "I just bought this, I just bought that, I just got these new jewels, all my money's back in there. I need to go back there and get it." She was walking backwards instead of forward. Don't walk back to what God has already put in the past. Walk forward to what God has for you in the future. Never ever look back in the past. The past is only going to be a brick in your way. The past is going to be building into a wall. The past is no good. The past is hell. Look in the future. What you see in the future is heaven. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and returned to the place where he had stood before the Lord. He looked down and toward Sodom and Gomorrah. Toward all the land from the plain, he saw dense smoke rising from the land like a smoke from a furnace. So when God destroyed the city of the plain, he remembered Abraham. He brought Lot out to the catastrophe that overthrew the cities where Lot has lived. Till next time, I will be reading Lot and his daughters. But till next time, see you later. God bless you.